Adamu Garba has once laid out his opinion based on insecurity and the tackle of this criminal between the North and the South in his various tweets on Twitter. Garba stated that there's an unfair treatment of criminals in the South as compared to the North. According to the Garba Adamu, he claimed that the South has carried out series of violence against the North but never received any counter-attack from the North. He described the South as being unfair when it comes to the treatment of criminals and in their criticism. Adamu Garba started his thread by mentioning 2 to 3 occasions where Southerners violently attacked the Northerners residing there. First, he referred to the massacre in 1999 to 2002 at Shagamu, Ketu, Mile 12 Market, Alaba Market, Ajegunle, Idiaraba, and so on by the OPC. Furthermore, he mentioned the leader of MASOP, Raf Uwazurike, tormenting Northerners and non-Igbos in the East and described that their actions were celebrated and they were called heroes. He also mentioned the Asari Dokubo government, which was filled with kidnapping, bombing, and destroying Nigeria's critical national assets. Adamu Garba. He said the hypocrisy I spoke about earlier today was central to the administration on the justice of system in Nigeria as it concerns communal, religious, or ethnic clashes. It would appear that the North is always played. This must be addressed for a saner, just, and peaceful Nigeria. For example, he made mention of the incidents he talked about, Idiaraba, K2, Mile 12, and all of that. Talk about Uwazurike, Asari Dokubo, and also throughout this, the South has a way of accommodating those who are otherwise supposed criminals as heroes, grant them reputable standing, and use media to whitewash them. When there was a crisis in Zaki Biam, Benue State, President Obasanjo sent the military to level the whole village. Most of the people of Zaki Biam, knowingly or unknowingly, are criminals, innocent or otherwise. They were all bombed and vanquished with no heroes over there. Then comes the Boko Haram crisis in the north. President Yar'Adua orders all of them to be bombed and condemned as terrorists. No one should listen to them, or at least find a possible way of reintegrating them. The only resolution was bomb and bullets. We all know the outcome. And now we have the problem of Esme bandits in the north. Solutions: bomb and bullets. Once again, no one is talking about other means. And now we have problem of Esme and bandits in the north. Bullets. Once again, no one is talking about other means. Everyone is carried away by a fist. These bombs may destroy many families before the killing of one bandit, as we see in the northeast and Zaki Biam. Garba urges that the current insecurity in the north should not be tackled via gun, bullets, and bombing, stating that many families were affected just to kill a single bandit through the bombing of forests and communities. While addressing that, Garba claimed the South gifts these same criminals with the position, status, respect, and money, which did not apply to the North. What is this man talking about? Well, he said many things. I don't know where he stands. He stands on this. Well, you talk about one they did to you. What about the one you people committed? You give 3 days, all the goods head back on the highway. We turn to a waste. You people will lose and keep losing. We go no. Who don't know who don't know go no. Okay. How can you compare a freedom fighters to bandits fighting a senseless war against Western education? January, and Uwazurike are fighting the oppression of your people. So if you believe also that your people are being badly treated in Nigeria, the feeling is mutual. We are not related and we try to live together, but it is not working. Simple. Let everyone go back to their area. Let's break Nigeria apart. After all, it is better to be a friendly neighbor than enemy within a country. I really don't blame him. I blame most of us for all this kind of insults. Come next year, Mr. Garba will declare for the presidency and most of you will vote him into power. Please, I'm going to say this for the last time. Even if you don't have a brains, buy some. And if you don't have money, borrow some brains. We are in this critical time because of many of you. Yeah, that is it. This Adamu Garba should be stopped from talking senselessly. He must be made to realize that the Northerners, the South attack most have been arrogantly violent. Southerners are naturally accommodating. Adamu Garba should tell his northern brothers down south to take a cue from southerners who live and work up north. They are always peaceful and law-abiding. The likes of Adamu Garba has never offered any solution to stop the molestation of southerners by the violent and evil Fulani herdsmen. He only talks when the southerners make efforts to defend themselves due to the refusal of federal government to caution or stop the Fulani marauders. Adamu Garba should try and reason more reasonably and intelligently. His reasoning does not follow logic at all. He keeps painting himself as a man acting on the mode of selfish motives, always supporting his northern brothers, not caring about their violence against their southern host communities. That is the game they are all playing. That is the game all of them are playing. They won't talk about the problem, but once you start to say enough or enough is enough with this problem, they begin to take offense. They begin to play victims. They begin to play victims. Well, that is the way majority of them think up north. That is how they do. They've shown it. We've seen it. This period, we've seen every one of them. Well, you are nobody, I beg. It goes and it comes around. A whole village in Bayelsa was razed down, which was the worst. You forgot to add that. Mumu the smell. Anyways, I'm not surprised it is the northern way of thinking. Adamu Garba must have been out of his senses for comparing people that were fighting for freedom from oppressive governments and criminals called Fulani Esme. What type of cockroach brain this guy has? Now they are beginning to say again that the government has abandoned them. They were abandoned. They were this and that. So because they were abandoned, then you have to go to the poor people and begin to intimidate them. Is that what this man is trying to tell us? I won't blame you, Adamu, because all Adamu reason like Adamu. You go and sleep. You go and sleep. Garba, when all your governors are looting all the monies without doing anything for many Amajiris, with no anyone holding them accountable, how the monies were spent, their countries in the South cannot invest into their people. If at all, they will still steal at the end of the day. Unlike the North, they steal all without anyone raising eyebrow. My people will say, when you pursue a goat to the wall, it will turn back and fight you. South forests not occupy on a goats, they must leave. Simple. After ethnic clash in Shagamu, that the perpetrators were rewarded with gifts. What happened to the perpetrators that killed Yorubas in mass for reprisal war after Shagamu? They were set free and told Obasanjo, then president, that it was handiwork of bad boys, and Obasanjo asked who born them. We are still alive today by God's grace. This Adamu is the first Mumu in the highest order. What is this man talking about? There was no massacre of the North anywhere in South or East. There was fights between the Yoruba and Hausa. Few people died on both sides. The only massacre in Nigeria is the one that happened in the North when thousands of Igbos were killed. Corpses were brought back in trailers. The Delta is agitating for oil pollution and neglect, and they only destroy government property. They never wage war against people, unlike Boko Haram that is killing because of Muhammad, no reason. Bandits are killing too, Esme are killing to destroy people's farm. This Adamu has a cow brain. People are not they are not agreeing with him on this.